Hello, welcome to the Continuing Student Scholarship Application live tutorial. My name is Lisa Salvera and I'm the Scholarship Coordinator. I will walk you through step by step on the application process so you are ready to go and can apply before the March 2nd deadline. So I'm going to share my screen here. So when you are ready to apply, you're going to go to finaidapps.ucmerced.edu. And there you will click on the Continuing Student Scholarship Application tab. And that will take you straight to the login screen. This main screen has a lot of helpful information. It talks about the requirements for completing the application. You have to have a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0, be enrolled full-time, and meet the satisfactory academic progress standards. A little bit further down, you will see that there are a couple different types of scholarships that we offer. One is our auto-match scholarships, which will be done using the general application. And then some questions require further information, such as essays or your academic history, things of that nature. So those are called Apply To scholarships. So those will show up in the recommended section under the Opportunities tab. We also advertise external private scholarships, and I will show you that tab in just a second. And here at the bottom is our disclosure. It talks about how a scholarship will affect your other financial aid. So make sure you read that. I will tell you that we tend to adjust your financial aid package. First, we will adjust any loans or work study before we reduce any scholarship or grant aid. As a last resort, we will reduce your scholarship or grant aid in order to allow the scholarships to pay. And I will notify you if that's the case and try and work with you on your options. So down below, you will see the UC Merced scholarships that we offer. If you click on the button of the title, if you click on the title, it will take you to more information regarding the scholarship. The school that it pertains to, and the awarding dollar amount. Okay, go back. So you'll see there's a list of all of those. You don't have to do a separate application for these. It's all done using the general application. Up at the top, under the Opportunities tab, you will see our external scholarships here. And these are scholarships that UC Merced advertises. We are not affiliated with them at all. So these are not related to UC Merced. We just advertise their scholarships. You can click on the link here, and it will give you more information about the scholarship. And then you can click on the Visit button, and it will take you directly to that website. And there you will find the application process for that particular scholarship. Okay. So now I'm going to get right into our general application. So you would click the sign in section right here, and you will sign in using your UC Merced Net ID. I'm going to pull up that screen. Okay. Can we see the screen? Okay. So this is the general application here. Basically, it's just yes, no questions. There are frequently asked question tab here on what the difference is. It gives you a little bit more information. But the general application has these questions, and they're just basically yes, no questions regarding your extracurricular activities, if you belong to any type of professional society, any clubs, things of that nature. It talks about if you demonstrate leadership qualities. And then here in the middle, it asks your career interest. So if you have an interest in teaching, if you are interested in the healthcare industry, agriculture, things like that. STEM, if you have a major in STEM and you're interested in working in STEM. So the middle section is really your career interests. And then at the bottom, we just have general questions. If you belong to a certain credit union, if your parents work at Merced, and then if you're a member of the armed forces or you're a dependent of a veteran, we have scholarships based on that. There is one essay section on the general application, and I will recommend that you complete this essay question because it is linked and tied to 4 different scholarship opportunities. So you want to take some time, and they're asking what your legacy, what you hope to contribute and leave as your legacy for UC Merced, either at the school itself or in the community. And down here underneath, it gives a little bit of an example of what they're looking for. So I highly recommend you complete this section. That way you can get into the applicant pool for these particular scholarships. And then at the bottom is our scholarship release of information authorization. This is basically your authorization to allow us to release information to other departments or donors. If you're selected for a scholarship, then we would like to communicate that to the donor so they know who has received their funding. We will not share specific information regarding your academics, but just general information we would like for you to authorize. If you do not authorize, you're not under any obligation. It doesn't exclude you from the scholarships. It just alerts us that we cannot release your information. Okay, so once you're done, there will be a finish and submit section right here. And you would just click on that. And then your general application is completed. If you are a School of Engineering, if you belong to the School of Engineering and have an engineering major, then you have certain scholarships that are specific to the School of Engineering students. So that's why you will see an additional section. They have their own scholarships specific for the School of Engineering students, and so they are asking for additional information such as your leadership in the community, your work history, your goals, your professional goals, and what you're currently doing to achieve those goals, who has inspired you, and how the scholarship will help you as a student. So if you are part of the School of Engineering, you will see those additional questions. So you would certainly want to complete that and hit finish and submit. If you are not part of the engineering school, then you will not see those on your application. Under the other recommended opportunities, these are scholarships that you have qualified for, and they require additional information. For example, the Peter and Rochelle Crotch Scholarship for Valleyland Alliance. This is, they require that you complete a short biographical sketch of you and your life, your upbringing in the Valley, if you are interested in the agriculture and environmental issues. So then you would just hit the apply button. And it takes you to that particular section. So you would just answer the question regarding yourself and hit finish and submit. So by doing this, you have now been entered into the applicant pool for that particular scholarship. And then you just go back under the other recommended opportunities. And you look through the ones that you qualify for and apply to the ones that you are interested in. Just would click the apply button and answer the question that is prompted for you to answer. Okay. All of these are due by March 2nd. So the general application puts you into the applicant pool for all of the auto matching scholarships. And then the other recommended opportunities, which are down here, you would have to answer additional information. So that will put you into that particular scholarship pool. All of which are due by March 2nd. So you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to complete the general application as well as the additional applications for additional information. Okay. So once you have completed that, after March 2nd, we will, stop sharing here. After March 2nd, we will pull all the applications and we will give those to the appropriate review committees, and they will select a recipient based on that information. I would say you will be notified probably in June or July if you have been chosen as a recipient. And then we ask that you complete a thank you letter by August 1st. So that will all be communicated to you if you are a recipient. Okay, I highly recommend that you complete the application and all supplemental applications by March 2nd. So you could be into the maximum amount of scholarship opportunity applicant pools as you can based on your eligibility. Thank you for being part of our tutorial today. And if you have further questions, please contact our office, and best of luck to you.